Hi, this is Jason with Spyder Paintball, and I would like to show you the 7 quick steps to operate and start playing with your Hammer 7 pump action paintball marker. But before I do that, there are a couple features on this pump action marker that I would like to tell you about. The first one, this is a dual loading capable paintball marker. Now what that means is that you can shoot paintballs from a traditional hopper or loader, or you can shoot paintballs from a straight magazine. Now out of the box, your Hammer 7 is equipped with a feed neck cover plate, and you get one straight magazine with the purchase of your Hammer 7 marker. This straight magazine inserts here, and you can now shoot paintballs from the magazine. So this is dual loading capable. The preference is entirely up to you. You can shoot paintballs from the magazine or from the hopper, and it's very easy to change that system out. Now, one other feature on the Hammer 7 is that it is capable of shooting 68 caliber paintballs or first strike projectiles or paintballs. First strike is a projectile from Tiberius Arms, and these magazines were designed to shoot first strike paintballs, so you can try that as well. Let's start with the 7 steps to shoot and operate your Hammer 7 paintball marker. Step 1. That is to make sure your safety is on. Now, your Spyder Hammer 7 paintball marker comes with a safety button that sits right above the trigger. You see the button here. We want to push that in, and now our marker is in safe mode. This is very important to put your marker in safe mode first before you load the paintballs and the air source. We're in safe mode. This prevents any accidental firing. Step 2 is to insert a barrel blocking device. Your paintball marker should come with something that looks like this. It's a barrel blocking device. It's intended to go in the barrel of your paintball marker for safety. We take this, we insert it into the barrel, and just push it in until it's nice and tight, and your marker is now protected. Step 3, we are going to install an air source. This paintball marker will operate on CO2 or compressed air. The choice is entirely yours. We have an air source adapter on the back of the hammer. It actually sits at the top of the marker here. It's got a 13-degree angle pointing down. This is our air source adapter here on the back. For this demonstration, we have a 12-ounce CO2 tank. So we want to take this, and you're going to thread your tank into your paintball marker. So we will thread our full CO2 tank into the paintball marker here. And again, you can use compressed air if that's what you have. It's up to you. So we screw that in, and that step is now complete. This is the straight magazine that comes with our Spyder Hammer 7 paintball marker. It holds 9 rounds of traditional 68 caliber paintballs, or 9 rounds of first strike paintballs. We're going to load first strike paintballs today, and I'll show you how to do that. It's really easy. So we have a ball pusher. This here is going to push the balls into the paintball marker. You have a guide pin here. What we want to do is pull this guide pin down to start, and at the very bottom of the magazine, you'll notice the groove that's cut out in the main slide here. Pull that guide pin down, and we're going to push it over so that it stops in that groove. And that will allow us to load our magazines without the ball pusher activating from the spring. So in this demonstration, I'm going to use first strike paintballs. Now, one thing to notice, on the top of the magazine, you see how it's shaped kind of like an arrow pointing that way. And if we take our first strike projectile, a profile shot, you'll notice there's only one way these should go in. The back of the projectile is kind of straight, and it matches up with the straight line here, so that's the way we're going to load this. So we go ahead and push that in, and we can load 9 first strike projectiles just like that. And once our 9 paintballs or projectiles are loaded, we're now ready to insert the magazine into the marker. Now, just a quick note, do not ever mix first strike projectiles with 68 caliber paintballs. If you plan on shooting paintballs, only load 9 paintballs in the magazine. If you plan on shooting first strike projectiles, same thing, just load first strike. Do not mix and match the two. The magazine was not designed for that. So we will take our straight magazine, and you notice the magazine housing on the paintball marker right here. We want to take the magazine, we're going to insert it straight into the housing. We just insert it straight and you push up until you hear it snap or click into place. Now our magazine is loaded, and there's one last step. That is the guide pin at the bottom here. Now that our magazine is loaded into the paintball marker, we can push this guide pin over. That will activate the spring, and that is important because that actually pushes the paintballs up into the paintball marker. When you're ready to remove the paintball magazine from your marker, it's really easy to do so. On the back side of the paintball marker, you'll notice this push pin here. That is actually your magazine release pin. So we just push that in and pull straight down on our magazine. So again, the magazine is inserted, it clicks, locks into place. To remove it, push that pin, pull down, and that's all there is to it. Never try to pull a magazine or remove a magazine from your paintball marker when there's still paintballs in the magazine. Unless you take the guide pin down and slide it to the side, that spring will always be activated, pushing the paintballs out the top of the magazine. Step 5. We're now ready to put on our paintball goggles. So I will set my marker down and we'll put our goggles on now. Pick a pair of goggles that fits tight and snug on your head. I have a pair of Spyder highlight goggles here. I made the strap tight so that it fits nice and tight. Oh yeah, that fits great. And we're now ready to remove the barrel blocking device from our paintball marker. Don't do this until your goggles are all the way on. Now remember, this is very important. My goggles are up so that I can show you this demonstration. But if I was out playing right now with my friends, you can believe that my goggles would be on and very tight and snug on my head. So remember, keep these on at all times after step 5. We're now ready to remove the barrel blocking device. To do that, we just pull right here and we can move on to step 6. We now need to unlock the safety. That's the button that we engaged in step 1. You'll notice this button right above the trigger here. We just want to push that in on the back side of the marker, and now our marker is ready to fire. Step 7, we're now ready to pump our marker and play paintball. So to pump our marker, it's a shotgun style pumping mechanism here. We pull back on it one time and push back forward to pump the marker. So to do that, pull back, push forward, it's pumped, you're now ready to fire. Like I mentioned before, your Spyder paintball marker is dual loading capable. And what that means is that we can shoot paintballs from a traditional paintball hopper that would sit up here normally, or we can shoot paintballs from a straight 9-round magazine that comes with your Spyder Hammer 7 paintball marker. And out of the box, your Hammer 7 is ready to shoot from the magazine. You have a straight magazine, and it comes stock with a feed neck cover plate. This is the feed neck here. It's actually covered right now with this Picatinny rail cover plate, and we can shoot from the magazine. Now, let's say you want to change this so that you can actually shoot from the hopper instead of the magazine. What you would do is get into your spare parts kit that came with your marker. There's an Allen key like this, and you see this gold bronze looking Allen screw at the top here. That's actually a barrel holding screw. It holds the barrel in place. So take this Allen key from your parts kit, we're going to insert it, and we will remove this barrel screw. So I've actually loosened it almost to the point where it's going to come out. And we can now slide the barrel out of the paintball marker. So we slide this straight out, and you'll notice on the barrel here we have some notches and some letters. You see one of the arrows here, and you have a line, it says M, that stands for magazine. Now if we rotate the barrel over, you have a line here with an arrow, and you have an L, and that actually stands for loader. And so we have a guide on the top front end of the Picatinny rail here. You see this line. Now if we were to take these lines and line them up with the M and tighten the set screw here, our Spyder Hammer 7 paintball marker would actually be ready to fire from the magazine. Now if we rotate that, we line it up so that the L shows there, we would now be ready to fire from the paintball loader. So I'm going to leave it on L, and we will tighten the barrel set screw here. And we now can remove the feed neck cover plate. That's 2 standard Phillips screws at the top here. We remove that plate, and there's a feed neck that came with your Hammer 7 paintball marker. We take these same screws, install that feed neck, and you're now ready to shoot from a hopper or a traditional paintball style loader as opposed to the magazine. So it's that easy to change it out. Just remember, remove the barrel set screw, twist the barrel to the mark for L stands for loader or M stands for magazine, depending on your preference, and retighten the barrel set screw, and you're ready to play. You might have noticed a long tool like this in the box for your Hammer 7 paintball marker. This is actually a velocity adjustment tool, and to use it we insert this into the barrel of our Hammer 7 paintball marker, and you just kind of play around with it until you feel it insert into the velocity adjustment screw towards the back of the paintball marker here. And if we turn this clockwise, we actually increase the velocity on our Hammer 7 paintball marker. We take this same tool and we turn counterclockwise. That will decrease the velocity on our Hammer 7 paintball marker. And that's how easy it is to adjust the velocity on your Hammer 7 paintball marker. And now you know what that great tool is for. And that was an overview of the Spyder Hammer 7 pump action paintball marker from Spyder. We talked about the 7 steps to operate and play with your paintball marker. We showed you how to tune the velocity, change the dual loading capabilities, and there's a product manual that comes with your Hammer 7 paintball marker. I encourage you to read through the product manual. There's more information in there to show you how this marker operates. And there's also some operation and safety guidelines in that manual, which I encourage you to read before playing paintball for the first time with your Hammer 7 paintball marker. That's it. As always, be safe, have fun, and thank you for watching.